trying to be heard above the noise. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Here's Julian saying to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move at the 30. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation is 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest, move the sticks, and get a fresh set of downs.
These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Here's Sayin to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Zayn. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going over the top. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Running inside. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were.
Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Sends it back in motion. Say it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Beck. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. All by himself. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He fires one deep over the middle.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the 2nd play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the 3rd play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Peoples again. Maybe a crease.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run out of the gun. James Peoples. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll go play action with Sayin. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, say it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Here's a give to Peoples. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Defense not showing press coverage. Throwing, say it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Makes the grab and room to run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Julian with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the touch. The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. They're riding the board of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great flash in this one. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Puts it out of the air. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Zayn fakes the grab on the left. Gets away from one, finds some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Hard running there. There's some room. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why so many yards after contact.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Got enough space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to 3.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Touchdown, Buckeye! They strike first.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The run inside. It's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Say it. Got a man. It's Jackson.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Runs through the tackle. Makes the grab in their space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Handoff from the gun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for the...
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Saying from the gun on third down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Saying. Going for 6. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throw it, say it. Got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's there to make the stop.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Trying to impose their will with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
To the air. It's Sayin. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said,
maybe some room here. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. Wide open spaces. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Looking to take a shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught, and he's got room. Lowers those pads. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man. You can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Play fake, say it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quickly complete. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Trying to take it back. Gets away from one, finds room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this up.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final play of the quarter coming. Running inside, it's Jackson. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Sayin to throw. It's complete on the right side.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sayin. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's going to take a shot. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And they can't make the connection on third down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Again, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to People. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Under fire. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to throw, it's Beck. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Peoples. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Finds a man in the middle. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Say it. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sayin on the play action. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but